What's going on, Internet? Iron Jordan here. So today we're going to talk about some of the world premieres from Dawn of Majesty. So shoutouts to, firstly, the Kali Effect for being the very first one to open a box of the TCG set Dawn of Majesty. Very, very exciting. Very, very cool stuff. We were able to get some things revealed, including the new Beetrooper archetype, which is the thing that I'm very excited about, and I think a lot of you are also probably very excited about, which is why you clicked on the video, trying to push this out before anybody gets to it. So apologies if it seems a little rushed, but I'm going to skip through all this other stuff. I do not care about any of this other stuff. I am here for the Beetroopers. I'm here for the bugs, man. We are definitely going to build this deck. I'm going to get my hands on these cards as soon as possible in person to play with them, and as soon as they get put up on EDO Pro, we're going to have some gameplay ready for you guys. We're going to put some decks together. We're going to be theory crafting, and we're going to find out the best way to play this Beetrooper archetype, I promise. So without further ado, let's just talk about the cards. What we're going to do is we're going to read off the effects, and then we are going to look at the images, because the images are kind of sussy. So starting with Beetrooper Scout Buddy is a level 3 wind, which is very nice for insects. You cannot special summon monsters except insect monsters. Okay, that's a little unfortunate, but I don't know how much it'll matter. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one Beetrooper Scout Buddy from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can only use the effect of Beetrooper Scout Buddy once per turn. So obviously, this is kind of like a Rat Pier effect, or whatever you want to call it, where you normal summon this guy, you special summon this guy, you get this guy out, and anyway, you get another one from your deck. Super good. It also gets from the graveyard or the hand if you have them there for some reason. It's very, very nice. Beetrooper Scale Bomber. This is another level 3 insect. If an insect monster is normal or special summoned to the field, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. When a monster your opponent controls activates its quick effect, you contribute one insect monster, destroy it. Very, very nice. A kind of Trident-like ability, but not quite, because it does have to activate the effect, so this doesn't get around ignition effects, unfortunately. But still very, very powerful. Really much, very much like this effect. Very, very good. On top of that, it's an extender. Just seems pretty good. Beetrooper Steen Lancer. This is a level 7 wind 2400, so this is our first non-level 3. During the main phase, crit effect, you can target one insect monster in your graveyard and one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, place the targeted monsters on the bottom of the deck. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Beetrooper spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Beetrooper Steen Lancer once per turn. This is very, very powerful, because when we see their field spell, you'll see their field spell is very good, but they also have a counter trap, which is searchable off this, which is absolutely insane. Beetrooper Armorhorn. This is an insect monster, so we got 3 main deck monsters and a extra deck monster. It's a Link to Earth insect type monster. It's got 1000 attack, and it requires 2 insect monsters. You cannot special summon monsters except insect monsters. You can only use each of the following effects of Beetrooper Armorhorn once per turn. During your main phase, you can, immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one insect monster, so you get an additional normal summon. Very, very nice. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 3 other insect monsters from your graveyard, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. That is pretty good in my opinion. Honestly, that's pretty good, because you're getting, oh man, that's just it's very, very good, because you could just banish the materials you use to make this thing or to make something else, and go into another Link monster and then climb up into the 4, which is Giant Beetrooper Invincible Atlas. It's a Link 4 Earth, 3000 attack, and it requires 2+ insect monsters. When this linked summon card has 3000 or less attack, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So already we're talking about Big Daddy, like huge untargetable boy. We love it. You cannot special summon monsters except insect monsters. You contribute one insect monster, activate one of these effects. Special summon one Beetrooper monster from your deck, or this card gains 2000 attack until the end of this turn. You can only use this effect of Giant Beetrooper Invincible Atlas once per turn. Just seems pretty good to me. Honestly, just seems pretty good. Obviously, I think the thing you want to do here is climb into this guy and summon the guy that pops something, and maybe have the 7 on board, so you can search the trap card. That way you have 2 pretty good interruptions just off of, like, essentially a normal summon for the most part. Beetrooper Formation. This is their field spell. You can target one Beetrooper monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot attack this turn. Also, you use life points equal to its original attack. Okay. If a face-up monster, so it's soul charge, but for 1. If a face-up insect monster you control is destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can special summon one Beetrooper token. And you can only use each effect of Beetrooper Formation once per turn. So that seems pretty good. That seems pretty solid. Beetrooper Flying Steen. This is the counter trap. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control a Beetrooper monster, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. During your end phase, if this card is in your graveyard and you control an insect monster with 3,000 or more attack, you can banish one insect monster from your graveyard. Set this card. Oh, so good, so good. The counter trap is just the selling point of this deck for me. I just think this archetype is so cool. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this. Let's take a look at these cards. You see, we have Scout Buddy here. This is probably going to be an ultra rare. Just judging off of the rarity off the name. This is the only official art that we have. The other cards are courtesy of Cali Effect, who was opening boxes earlier. Here's the Scale Bomber. So this is the guy that tributes a card to pop a card. Super good. The Steen Lancer, which has a really tiny picture. But you see there that he's an ultra rare as well. The super rare Beetrooper Armor Horror, or maybe that's a common. I can't tell. Super. It's either a common or a super. Probably a common because the attribute is not foil. We have the big boy as an ultra. We have the field spell, which is a super. So, and then Beetrooper Flying Stain, which is looks like a common. Looks like a common. All right, yeah, and that's gonna do it, guys. Honestly, for this video, I just wanted to go over these cards real quick and give my thoughts. I think this is really cool. There's a lot of level. I'm really happy that most of the normal summon targets, or most of the cards you're going to use on the field, are level 3s, because it's going to work really well with. You're gonna have 9. You're gonna have 9 potential extenders that are level 3 if you're using stuff like Registrider or that Battle Wasp card. I actually went ahead and ordered all the good bug support cards I could. I ordered Multiplication of Ants. I ordered Giant Ballpark. I got all this stuff for like less than $20, which is very nice. I got like a small digital bug package and some Inzector cards that I think are going to be very good for this archetype, and we're going to be building as soon as we can. I'm so excited. I love bugs and Yu-Gi-Oh so much, and bugs just unfortunately have not been competitively viable since Inzectors were good. So I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. Next weekend we're gonna be opening some boxes. We're gonna be opening some packs and see what we can do to get the cards that we want. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, expect more from this archetype, because as soon as this hits EDO Pro, we're gonna be testing and building and showing off decks and stuff like that. So hope you're excited as I am. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.